I'm back. Okay, well, we've got version 8 to laminate. So I need to get this thing warmed up. Oh, wrong one. That's the one. So, yeah, I've got version 8 already. On here. Oh, not quite ready, because I need to put some tissue paper on the back to even the pressure out like we did last time. So I'm going to take that piece of, is that big enough? Yeah. Right. So I'm going to get this piece of I have a theory that by putting a bit of this isopropyl alcohol on the back actually helps the paper stick to the other paper. So I'm going to put a bit of isopropyl alcohol on the back, because it's still not that hot, but this stuff will evaporate almost instantly when it comes into contact with the rollers inside. Right, we're ready. This tape's coming off. Captain tape's coming off now, look. Well, I just have to hope it doesn't get jammed up. Ah. Yeah, okay. Right, well, the rollers will take care of it. It'll stick to the paper, and then I'll put the captain tape on when it comes back out, because it'll be dried again. It come off because the isopropyl alcohol made the captain tape come off. It's just an idea I thought I'd try. It should make the tissue stick to that paper anyway. Well, tissue's coming out the other side, so all good. I might not even need captain tape, actually. Actually, the tissue's a bit long, but never mind. I'll trim that bit of tissue off while I'm at it. How long is it? Too long. There we go. I just shortened it a bit. Just getting the tissue, because it's taking a while to pull it out. Okay, there, look at that. Oh, tissue paper's gone somewhere else. Oops. Oops. Don't say it's gone and wrapped around the rollers. Well, it's not complaining, it's going through, so. Oh, it's coming out now. Yeah, don't try this at home. Tissue paper's come out. Okay, that's good. Well, that didn't work, did it? I'll stick some more on. I'm just trying different things, and it's a good idea not to stick tissue paper on with isopropyl alcohol. Right, okay, I'll stick this on again. We should be alright this time. Okay, we'll reset the clock. Another 25 minutes. Okay, we're good to go. Once this is gone to the rollers, it'll stick, you know. I just hope my captain tape comes out the other side. If it doesn't, then oh yes, it has. I don't want to take this thing apart, trust me. Okay, that's working. Oh, it's getting nice and hot. It's getting very hot. Good. Look, captain tape's on. I've got a wrinkle in it actually. I've got a bit of a wrinkle. Don't suppose it matters, but it didn't matter. I had a wrinkle last time, but it didn't matter. It's just the tissue paper. Because I went and put it in the other way around as well, you see. So right, I can put this in either way around. All I have to do is bend the tissue over the end like that and put it in backwards, and I'm fine. God, I'm boiling. I need to put the fan on. I had to turn the fan off because it was going to make my fish and chips cold. It was yummy. Really yum. Okay, what time is it? Well, according to my clock, it's 9 o'clock. So basically, I'm going to keep doing this until 9:25. And I'm really eager to see what this board comes out like with this new, actually thinner copper, because we weighed it earlier on. Me and Hyde was watching, and I weighed this board, well, this new copper board that I got from, and it's apparently it's the number 2 version, and the last one I had was a number 4 version, and it's obviously thinner copper. So I'm just wondering if this actually works better or about the same, because I think the number on it basically means 2 microns thick, which is bloody thin. 4 microns is better. I need to contact that company actually and ask them. I say, excuse me, but is that blah 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 2 mean it's 2 microns thick? And if they come back with yes, I said, well, I prefer the 4 microns thick. Yeah, you know. That is getting blooming hot now. Still not hot enough though. It's got to be so hot I can't hold it. I really need to put another piece of Captain tape on that tissue when it comes back out, because I don't like it bending over. It's dragging, it's taking a while to come out, you see. Ah, that's hot, God. Whew. Turn it over. You know, using used Captain tape is not a good idea. It's not sticking very well. It keeps coming up. I thought the heat would make it, and the rollers would get the Captain tape to stick down properly with it. Ooh. Oh, it's just creaking. It's because it's getting really hot now. The tissue. The tissue is ripped off. I hope it'll. Oh, damn it! What's happened? I hope it'll come out. I think some of my tissue papers got stuck in the machine. I think it's coming out actually. It's coming out. Here we go, it's come out. That's a relief. This machine must be anti-clog. I know. Well, this tissue's got rips on. Ah, God, that's hot. I'm gonna have to take it off because the tissue's got ripped. So I'll just do it without the tissue now. Well, that's amazing. How the heck? How the heck do we all get a 1? Are you watching Hyde, or am I talking to myself? I don't know if Shubis is watching. I'm quite impressed by the fact that this machine spat that tissue out. What are the odds? I thought I was going to have to get my screwdriver out. I've still got a bit of shandy left. You know, I might actually try the isopropyl. I might actually try the isopropyl alcohol and acetone method of getting it off the copper side as well. Because I'll tell you what, that would make my life so much easier. Instead of soaking it in boiling water and waiting for God knows how long for the paper to melt, it would be so much easier if that could make the cardboard just pop off without any damage. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try something different this time. I'm going to roll a piece of tissue paper up into a roll. Right, I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to roll it round an object. I'm going to make a roller. I'm going to soak the roller with this, and I'm going to roll it across the cardboard. When it's cool, that is, when it's cold, and it should make the cardboard just pop off instead of spraying it. Actually, if I had a little roller, one of them little roller things you can use for decorating, that would probably work even better, but I don't have one, and I'm going to buy one actually, because that might be just the ticket. Ow! Ooh! I don't see anything round I can use. Oh. Anyway, I'll think about that in a bit, because tell you what, that paper's getting nice and crispy. I don't think anyone's watching. Is my stream working? Because I'm not always sure if it's working for everybody, because sometimes if you don't refresh the page it gets stuck. Oh, I could use my file, which is round. I've got a round file. No, that's tapered. That's no good. I want something perfectly round. I can't use paintbrushes because they're tapered as well. This should be perfectly round. I can wrap some tissue around. I'll have to think about that for a bit. This is getting toasty. You know what? It's not creaking it like it used to do. I wonder why. That's very strange. Unless I've got something on the rollers. Can't see. I would have to take it apart to see. Oh, I know what I could use. Oh, silly me. To make a roller. Exactly what I need. Where is it? It's cold, but it's going to be cold anyway when it comes out. I use this bit of steel bar. I'll wrap this tissue around it. I'll make a roller. And then I can put isopropyl alcohol and acetone, soak it into the tissue, roll it over the board. This will work. We're going to get the kinks out of it. Alright, it's come out. That's a bit off to the left. I hope it's alright. It might get jammed. Oh, this is rolling off to the right. Okay, I've got my roller. I need to secure that so it doesn't come undone. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Not a good idea because the acetone will make the tape come off. But so I'll get some rubber bands on it. Okay, good hide. Right, I'm going to get some rubber bands because I'm making another idea. Which is a roller to roll acetone and isopropyl alcohol onto the board, and I'm going to see if that will release my without soaking it in water. I might as well do something while this is doing that. Right, one elastic band, I want another elastic band. How was the banana? Yeah, how was the banana, Shubas? Was it too hot or too cold? Or was it just right? Some people boil bananas. In the Philippines, they actually boil bananas and they go rock hard. I've always wondered, why on earth does somebody boil a banana? But apparently if you boil a banana, it goes really like a rubber. Really strange. Very strange. I've never ever in my entire life come across somebody that boiled a banana until I went to the Philippines. And I thought that, well, they do things very funny over there. They even have banana ketchup, and I've never heard of that either until I went there. I don't want to break this rubber band if I can help it, but hang on, let's come out. Right, this part's not going to be on the board. The rubber band is going to be off the edge. So, an improvised roller. Oh my god, I'm not going to get that over there. Oh, I'll slide it up. Yeah, that's easier. Hang on, boards come out. Right. Got to keep wrapping this band around here to get it really tight. Need to be a bit further up. That's not quite there. Oh, it'll work. That'll do it. I'll push this back up. And I've got a roller now. Improvised roller. It's not. The bands are going to. Rubber bands are going to be off the edge. And I'll literally only go over it. I'll probably only go over it once because I'm going to be soaking this, and it'll be soaked. Then I'll just go over the board like that. Back. That'll be it. And it's so I get even distribution, I think is the word. I need to go that way as well. How many more minutes? Another 5-6 minutes and then we're done. Actually, it's not as bad doing this when you're doing something else as well. I need to turn this mat over, that's for sure. Because I'll have no letters left. I mean all the grid, the measurement grid will be disappearing with the acetone. Yeah, this is like washing paint dry. But I tell you, I'd rather spend 25 minutes doing this than manually putting transfers on. Because trust me, I used to have to put transfers on these circuit boards by manually, one track, you know, with a pencil or pen, rubbing each transfer on. And if you made a mistake, you'd have to scratch it off and start again. It's so much easier with this computer software. So this is nothing compared to all that I used to have to do. You want to look? You want to see what a circuit board did a few years ago with an electric iron? This is what you call a mess. Oh, hang on. Right, this circuit board was done with an electric iron. And look at the tracks, they're all splodgy and they're all kind of distorted because they've kind of got squished. The electric iron was a little bit too hot or something, and the tracks came out all weird. That's why I don't use an electric iron anymore. And these two boards, I even couldn't get the silk screen to work, so silk screening was done on a piece of paper on the back. That's these two boards I made, what, I don't know now. I think it's a date somewhere on it. But I never etched them anyway. I didn't, yeah, they're not very tidy. I think another 3 minutes, that'll do it. I really want to put it through with tissue again though. It just helps to it's the first time it's ever torn on me going through there, though I just don't understand why it tore this time. It's never done that before. It must have got, maybe some of the sticky stuff got on the roller. That could be it. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to put this through and I'm going to wrap it around the end, and I'm just going to put this on there, wrap it around like that. Maybe got caught on something inside, maybe. Well, that's got nice and stuck to it, look. I didn't even need any tape this time. Right, tissue can come off again. I think one for look. I'm going to turn the heat off now. We're going to start running cold. I'm just going to run it through a few more times with the heat off. The heat will start to drop, you see. And if I maintain that pressure in the rollers, it will make sure it stays on the copper as it cools a bit. I just had the relay click, so it's on the medium heat now. So it's starting to cool now. I can feel it actually on the board, it's cooling now. Nearly past. I am going to stop at past. About a minute, well, something like that. I think it's good enough to stop now, but I want to feel that coolness go. I want to feel that heat going up a bit more. It's actually cooling at the moment. Right, my clock says, well, it's past now, so this is the last time. I think my clock's probably a bit slow anyway, or fast or something. Right, there we go. I'll let that cool a minute. I know last time I put the electric iron when it was turned off on it and cooled it quickly, but I don't think I need to do that. Just going to turn that off, let that cool. I'll make sure there's no tissue paper in there. Oh no, the rollers, I can see the rollers. They look clean. There's nothing on the rollers, that's good. It didn't squeak like it used to do, which is interesting. Right, basically when this cools down, I'm going to put some isopropyl alcohol, which is there's 40 millilitres of isopropyl alcohol in there because I filled it up earlier, and there's 10 millilitres of acetone in there, and the 10 millilitres of acetone will help to release the toner from the photo paper. Last time I sprayed it on. Well, the problem with spraying it is it goes everywhere. So I am going to roll it on this time. This is a dry run, right? A dry run. I'm going to soak this tissue paper, right? I'm going to soak this tissue paper with this, and then I'm going to roll all the way along, soaking the paper, but I'm going to wait until it's cool because it'll evaporate straight away. So I'm just waiting for that to cool a bit. Actually, this seems to cool it a bit as well. I can cool it with this. Yeah, it's cooling quite quickly. So, do you think this will work to hide? I'm certainly hoping it will, because if it does, I can use this part over and over again, because it shouldn't destroy it. So, right, I'm going to start soaking this tissue paper. I want it soaking so that it's dripping off. When I see it drip, I know I've got enough on there. I think that's soaked actually. I think there's enough on there actually. Right, here we go. I can see the tracks through the paper. But you know what I did? I forgot to set the captain tape off, didn't I? It's alright. Turn it over. It should be alright. Because it doesn't actually melt the... It's not strong enough to melt the toner. So I'm going to go over that again. And it should, the paper should just come off. I can see the tracks through the paper right now. This should just drop off. It should, but it's not. Which means I need more acetone in my solution. That must be what it is. Hang on. It's drying, it's evaporating right now. I'll put another 10ml in there, there's 10ml left in it. I want this way to work because it saves me using water. This is another reason why I did this other board, is I wanted to find an easier way of getting it off without all that paper residue. Right, let's try this. I can actually see the tracks through. See if that releases now. If it doesn't release, it's because the toner's still attached to the yeah, that corner, I don't like the look of that corner, so yeah, maybe I need a bit more acetone in, because there is a lot in there. There might be a little bit too much isopropyl alcohol. Might be a little bit too much. What do I need? It won't melt it though, as long as I don't have too much in anyway. If it was melted, it wouldn't be sticking to the board. Let's just check. Get the air out of this spring. Okay, so is it 30 mils? It's just different for the copper side. There's more of it, you see. Or is it because I sprayed it on before? I don't know. I so want this to work because I don't want to be using hot water all the time. It's just such a lot of hassle. Oh, that's dripping now. Ah, it's bubbling now. I can see the paper bubbling. I can see it lifting up. Is it coming off? No, I don't like look at that. Don't like look at that at all. No, I'm going to put the hot water treatment on it. I don't like look at that. There's a bit of the toner hadn't come off. No, I'm going to go to the hot water method. I'm going to have to put this through again. Actually, the laminator, because part of the toner wasn't stuck. So I'm going to have to put this through again a few more times just to dry it out, and I'm going to use water. I'm going to go back to the water method. Oh well, at least I tried it. It works on the the silk screen, but it doesn't seem to work on the copper for some reason. I don't know why. Well, that's really strange. Maybe it's because the copper is much shinier. Maybe it's because the copper is very shiny. I don't know, could be. Yeah, I'm going to get the hot water out and soak it. I need to make sure that bit of transfer that is reattached, because it wasn't actually, it was still on the paper on that corner, and I don't like that. So at least we found that out. So hot water's still the way to go for the copper side. Hot soapy water. I'm waiting for this green light going on as well. I want to get this hot again. Oh, it's come on now. I'm going to have to put this through another for another 10 minutes, I think. It's getting hot now anyway. I'm going to do it for another 10 minutes, and I'm going to get hot water out. Well. Yeah, you see, it was interesting that when I did that spray on the silk screen, the paper just literally just fell off, just came straight off without any problem. But it just didn't want to come off on here for some reason. So that's a disappointment. I need to go and get some coffee now. I'll tell you what, I've got a can of dandelion and burdock, which I can go and get. $5 cigars. Oh my God, Columbo would love you. Yeah, that's getting hot now. Yeah, I just want to go through another 5 minutes now. I'm going to go and get hot water. It's got to have something to do with the copper being shinier. That's all I can think of. It seems to be very resilient, very resistant to coming off the copper for some reason. I mean, coming off the paper when the copper's underneath. Seems to be equal amount of attraction on both sides. That's the problem. Unless I could always up the amount of acetone, but then I risk melting the toner, and I don't want to do that. That would not be good. That would definitely not be good. I'm going to go and get some another can of pop. Hang on a minute. Just in time. Well, that would happen halfway through pouring. I love dandelion and burdock. If you're not drunk dandelion and burdock before, you don't know what you're missing. Oh, love it. And it's just sugar, no aspartame. It's carbonated water, sugar, colour, sulfite, ammonia, caramel acid, citric acid, flavourings including natural extracts of dandelion and burdock, preservative, sodium benzene, sweetener, sodium saccharin. So it's got no aspartame in it. That's why I buy it. There's very, very few fizzy drinks you can get without aspartame in. I was just thinking, God, I was looking on the video preview, I think, my God, my glass looks half empty. I'm looking here, no, it's half full. Why does it look emptier on the video? I don't know. But it must be trick photography or something. Okay, I'm going to get some hot water because I've exhausted my patience. If this doesn't work out, I'm just going to have to do it again. I'm just hoping that this this effort with the isopropyl alcohol and acetone isn't going to ruin it. Okay, I'm going to get some hot water and we'll do it the old-fashioned way. Right, oh, here we go. This lid popped off by itself. There we go. I'm going to let that soak. I'm going to take my vinegar away. And actually, I wonder if vinegar will speed it up. Yeah, I'll try a bit. Vinegar is actually good at getting rid of the bluey stuff. I'll put a bit more of that in. Right, I didn't have any vinegar until tonight. I know one thing for sure, vinegar won't do any harm to the toner, but it will make the paper soften much more quickly. And it's transparent now, I can see through. Let's have a look. Need to turn this around so I can get to this thing. Ooh, that's soaking really well. This lid doesn't want to stay on. The steam is pushing the lid up. There's a lot of pressure in there. It's like a mini pressure cooker. So anyway, just an update. I've got I ordered Chuck one last night was talking to me about getting a universal chuck for my little drill, right? So he kind of convinced me, or talked me into actually getting one, a universal chuck. So I've actually ordered one from China, which is probably going to take probably a month or something. But it should fit my mini drill. But in the meantime, I've also ordered some more collets for my mini drill. So if the mini chuck that I've ordered was only like £2, £3 or something. So it's worth trying it, because it would save me a lot of grief when I'm trying to swap drills out and sometimes to swap collets and everything. And so I'm basically going to be. Well, that's still soaked, isn't it? So I'm basically going to be waiting for that to arrive, but in the meantime I can use the new collets when they arrive, and they should be here by next Monday or Tuesday. I've also ordered some the switches for the circuit board, the little mini switches. I want my stubby brush, which is here. Let's see if this paper's getting soft. Alright, see if it's ready to take the paper off. It feels soft anyway. Is it soft enough to take off? Oh yeah, and the transfers are stuck to the board. Yes, that's what I wanted. I didn't want the toner coming off, and it's the paper's coming off, so let's that's hot. And is there any toner on the paper? No, just the borderline. Oh, you know that area that went funny on the edge? There's a little bit there, but luckily I saved it. I actually saved it. There's a tiny little bit around the edges which didn't actually go, but it's got most of it. Look, that's the part that nearly failed, right on this edge, look, right? But ironically, actually that wasn't so bad, because that copper's completely clean. Right there, you look, that copper is completely clean, so that process nearly worked. If I'd just had a bit more acetone in it, it would have been it would have succeeded. Anyway, let's just see how much of this paper I can get off, and I'll carry on soaking. Yeah, well, anyway, it almost worked. I'll just carry on soaking a bit longer. So really, all I had to do was put a little bit more acetone in it, or soak it a bit more, and it would have worked. So maybe next time I'll try something like 30 mils of acetone to 50 mils of isopropyl alcohol. Isopropanol alcohol, I can't say that word. So maybe next time I'll try a bit stronger dose, and it might be alright. But anyway, the hot water method is the safest way of doing it. But I'm impressed by the fact that copper is so shiny and clean on that corner without it didn't show any papery residue at all. So maybe it will still work pretty well actually when we get this soaked properly. Maybe it will still come off better than it would normally. Agitate it a bit with a brush. It's a bit longer because I'm not seeing mushy paper yet. I am not seeing mushy paper yet. It wants a bit longer. Maybe even the vinegar helps as well. I know that vinegar's great at cleaning copper, that's for sure. I'm going to try rubbing it with my finger. Yeah, it's rolling off. Oh, there's what underneath there? Yeah, it's rolling off now. Yeah, it's coming off. 8 is better than it was. You know, that acetone and isopropyl alcohol seems to have improved the release of the paper. Oh, it definitely has. Ouch, that's hot. Yeah, I think it has helped it. Coming along, look. Oh, it's definitely helped it, because that paper from between the tracks is coming off much easier. Or maybe it's because the vinegar's helping it, I don't know. I'll leave that a bit. Yeah, hot soapy water is the safest way of doing it, but I was trying to speed things up, and you see there's a problem with acetone. If you use too much, it actually melts the toner, and if that happens, you get blurred results. Blurry results, yeah, and that's not good. It's definitely not good. You've got to get just the right amount to get it to come off the paper. But you see, the problem is, if too much of it gets into the toner, it can actually also make it not stick to the copper as well, so you can have a problem. But luckily it doesn't soak through copper, but it does soak through paper. So it soaks through the paper on the side where the toner is attached to the paper, and then you technically should release easily, because it can't soak underneath the toner that's on the copper very easily. That's the reason why I was getting that outline. I got that little black outline around a track because it was trying to get under the copper but it couldn't. So part of the toner around the track was still on the paper, only a small amount. But I didn't want to leave it to any longer because I was risking melting it all. So I decided just to use hot water. I'm dropping ash all over, silly me. Right. I'm going to have to change this hot water now, I think. It's cloudy. But it looks good. I haven't seen any black bits floating around because toner floats in the water. If I had damaged the board and the toner wasn't attached, there would be bits of black floating, and there's none. So it looks like it's all on the board, which is good. Right, I'm going to change this water. Well, I'm really impressed actually. I'll show you in a minute. I haven't seen any residue yet. I need to dry it and find out if there is any. I had it in the kitchen, I took it out, I emptied the water out, and I couldn't see any gluey stuff. And that is impressive. So if there's no gluey stuff, let's find out. I'm just rinsing it basically. Stick it on this tissue, dry it, and see if there's any residue on it. Because it's been in hot water, it should dry quick. Right. Let's see if there's any. Oh, there's not much. There's a bit, but there's not much. Are you watching, Hyde? That's not bad. It's come out better than the last one with there's less powdery stuff. I'll get my magnifying glass on it so you can see. There's still a bit there, but it looks a damn sight cleaner than the other one I did, doesn't it? There's a heck of a lot less of that white stuff. There's a bit between the pads, the holes, which I expected, but there's a bit around that pad on the corner, there's a bit on that track, but it's a lot cleaner actually. It's going to take a lot less work cleaning it out, so I need to get my little brush and go around the areas. I'll start at the bottom because the water runs down, so I can see where to go. So I'll start at the bottom area. And I'll work my way up. Otherwise the water's going to cover the areas that I haven't been and I won't see where to go. As soon as you put this water, it's got vinegar in as well. The vinegar seems to help. I did notice though that area that was gonna, you know, when I soaked it with the solvent and I was about to peel it off in the corner, part of the track has been damaged in that corner, just very slightly. I'm going to have to touch that up. It's right on the very edge of the board though, it's nothing serious, it's right on the very edge. Right, I need to rinse then, dry it. I'm just going to dab it. Let's see if we've got all that stuff. There's a few areas. I've got most of it actually. You can see it drying in front of the camera. And I'll just check chat. I don't know if I was going away or something. Oh, that was Horn. Yeah, it's looking a lot better than it did before, than the other one. So the acetone solvent does help. And the vinegar. Let's have a look in the magnifying glass again. Right, you can see, actually, I haven't poked the holes this time. I did not go around the holes with my pointy thing. All I used was my brush. And this time, most of the holes are clear. And what else is there? It's just these bits down there that need to be done again. I need to clean these down at the bottom, but the top is perfect. I can't see any white stuff at the top. Oh, actually there is a tiny bit right in the top corner, but that's off the edge of the board anyway, so I still need to do that anyway. There's a little bit right at the very top. Oh, there's a bit around that little pad as well. I'll check chat again. Ah, Schubers, you're funny. Right, so I'm going to go around these areas again where there's a white bit. So I'm going to start in this area. I need to have my other glasses on really. Put my other glasses on to see better. Oh my god, that's gone already. Right, that bit there. See a bit there. These glasses make a difference. See stuff I couldn't see before. Yeah, I'm going to be etching this shortly as well, provided that nothing comes off the board. Hopefully it won't. I am trying to be gentle when I'm doing this. Last time I was scrubbing it pretty hard, but that board was a bit more, I've emery papered it a bit more. I was a little bit reluctant actually to emery paper this board as much because this copper's so thin, and it's only 2 microns apparently instead of 4, so I thought, well, I'm not going to wear the flipping copper down too much because there's hardly any on it. And there's a bit this top end here. Yeah, that's the problem. When you get thinner copper, you just don't feel like using emery paper too much because you're wearing it all away. I'm just going to rinse the whole thing. I'm not worried about emery paper on the other side, which is the fiberglass side. That's fine. It's just the copper is a bit of a concern because there's a lot less copper on here than there should be. Flipping cheapskates selling the circuit boards at the same price but with less copper. Oh yeah, right. Copper prices are going up though, aren't they? Right. There's still a bit there. It's looking good though. Still a tiny bit just here. These bristles are splayed out, so I'm having to use it sideways. Ah, I'm dropping tissue in the water now. I think that's ready to etch, but actually there's a... You know that tracker's telling you it's a bit weakened? It's right down this edge here. So I'm going to use my circuit board pen just to patch that edge up. Actually no, I'll go and get a transfer. You've never seen me with transfers, I don't think, but there's it's a little bit raggy down that edge. I'll show you on the magnifying glass. Right, let me just zoom in so I can see what I'm looking at. Right, that edge where my finger is, it's a little bit raggy, so I'm thinking about touching that up with a transfers, because it's where the solvent got to it. You can't really see very well. Actually you can see better now with the light on it, but it's just that bottom track right against the edge of the board. It's a little bit raggy. Maybe I need to zoom out more. You could see where the copper is shining through the back. It looks a bit jagged, and well, I'm not happy about that because that's a ground rail that goes all the way around the board, and it's an important rail. So I'm just going to touch that one up. Trying to get the light better on it. you might be able to see the ragginess just about there. Actually, I need to go back a bit. Just about there. It's raggy. It's a bit, yeah. It looks like some mice have been nibbling at it. So anyway, I'm going to touch that track up. I think I'll just use transfers because they're a damn sight less messy than they're a lot less messy than using my pen. So I'm just going to go and get some lines. No point in putting this, redoing, etching all this. I mean, there's no point in laminating this all over again just for that track, because that's the only one. It's right there. It's just a bit, some of it's transparent. You can see through it. I'll check the track. Okay, I mean I'll check with chat. Right. Okay. Well, I'll show you what I'll do to repair things like that. I'm just going to go and get my transfers. Because I can't put it in the acid with that. I can't put it in ferric chloride with that because that would also eat the copper away. So I've got these transfers here. Right, these are quite new actually. They're not cheap. Now, when you think about the cost of transfers, one sheet is like £3, right? £3. That's a lot of money. And the amount of money I save using toner transfer is a huge amount. If I was to buy all these pads, right, these are IC pads. These are IC pads. To buy all this lot, you're talking about £8, £8 in money, and a piece of photo paper, one sheet, it's like a few pence. That's why I don't generally buy these, but I had to buy these previously because of this sort of thing, when you need to repair a track. And need to get these lines out. I've got these lines should do. If I can get the flipping waxy paper just out of the way. Bit went off the edge, but that's fine. Breaks off. Right, that's that. Got that line on. I think that will do. Actually, I'll make it a bit thicker. I'll go because that track is thicker. Actually, I need to go up a bit more as well. You probably can't even see what I'm doing. Oh, that's better. Right. I'm just going to, I've put one track on, I'm just going to put another one next to it to make that track the right thickness. Okay, that should work. Now I'll show you what that looks like under the magnifying glass so you can see the repair that I just made. You'll see the different blackness shades. You see the transfers are just covering that area. Needs to be a bit lower. A light better on it. And it's a lot less messy than using my ink pen. That spills out all over the place sometimes. This is just a lot cleaner way of doing it. For that one track, it was worth doing. You know, that's that. I've put these away now. I've got to inspect the whole board now, just to make sure there's no more problems. But I don't think there is, because I didn't see any black come off. So. I have to make sure they're airtight because these transfers can dry out and then they get brittle. Right. I'm going to give that a real close inspection to make sure there's nothing wrong. Oh, nothing wrong, as they say in China. Oh damn it, I forgot this in the bag. Oops. Right, well, I noticed that my 100k, there's a resistor marked on the board. The writing 100k, that's missing. There's a 0 that's missing. But that's, oh, that's now. The other one's okay over there. Okay. There's a little bridge between that pad, which I don't want. There's a tiny bit of goop, whatever. Gluey stuff, just a tiny speck. That's gone. The IC's come out perfect. There's no shorts on it this time. Well, it won't be. Duty cycle is written there, I can see that. Duty cycle and the other one's there. And a little tiny number 1, which I added to indicate pin 1 of the IC, that's there. that's still there. That survived. Oh, there's a tiny speck I want to get off there. Oh, actually, that's a scratch in the board. You know, I can't fault it actually. I can't really fault it at all. That little bit of goop was nothing. That vinegar sure makes a difference, I tell you. I think it's the vinegar that did most of the cleaning. It's important to have the tracks that are going to be etched away. It's important that they're very clean, because otherwise the etching can't get to them properly, and that's what I'm trying to make sure of. I see a little bit there. It looks like there's a bit of goop in it. Oh. Actually, that was a bit of transfer. Yeah, when I was putting that transfer on, something got stuck on the board. Right, that's okay, it's gone now. Well, I can't fault that. I just can't. I'm going to photo scan it before I etch it, because I can see a lot better on the computer. If I do a photo scan, I'll be able to see a lot better under the scanner bed than I can under that magnifying glass. And you get to see it as well before I etch. Then if you spot something, you can tell me. Right. I'll leave the water there because I'm going to need that when I do the etching stuff. I need to rinse as well. Okay, I'm going to do a photo scan and I'll share the image of it, and then we can both have a look for any errors. Right, I'll go to 2D mix again. Oh, yeah, it's 2D mix. No, it's 3D mix, sorry. I love dandelion and burdock. I could drink gallons of the stuff, but it's bloody expensive. bear in mind it won't look as good under the scanner because the way the light catches it. At least until we've, but it shows up every little defect though. You can see there's a few bits of white stuff there, but that's not important. The heatsink mount isn't critical, but I'll definitely give that a clean anyway. And most of these holes are fairly clean. It'll still etch that hole, for example. There's part still through it, so it'll still etch that one. It's shiny. This board is actually very shiny, so it looks kind of weird under the scanner. You can see where that O's missing. There's actually supposed to be 100K, and that's backwards, by the way. So actually, maybe I should flip this the other way around. Yeah, actually I'll flip it, just a minute. Image, mirror. Right, we should see it right way around now. Right, you can see there's an O missing. Right, I've just mirrored it so we can see it right way around. Oh, that's the point. Oh shit, don't say I've got this board backwards. Have I got this board back to front? I hope I haven't. I hope not. I hope not. Hang on, just a minute. Where's pin 1 of that IC again? Right, that's pin 1. Let me think. No, I haven't got it wrong way around. No, I haven't. Have I? Hang on. 1. Hang on, I'll unmirror it. Just a minute. Undo mirror image. Right, where's the IC? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is ground. No, that's right, that's right. Why the hell's that 100K wrong way around? Why the hell's that backwards? That should be on the other side. Just a minute. That's backwards as well. Why is this 100K backwards? HS mount. That's the right way around. I've got a headache. Let me just go back to my software and see what's going on, because I might have printed the silk screen down at the bottom as well. I just hope I haven't gone and printed this backwards. If I have, oh yeah, I'm going to kick myself. I really am. At least I haven't etched it yet, which is a good thing, if it's backwards. PCB. Now, this is looking down. Let me just turn some layers off a minute. I want to turn the top silk screen off. Now, we're looking down on the board. We're looking down on it. Now the 1 should be wrong way around, because that 1 is on the copper side, and we're looking, the copper is actually on the opposite side of the board that what we're looking at. Right, so counting that is 1, that's pin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, let's go back to our actual board. which is actually upside down. So I need to flip this 180 degrees, rotate 180 degrees, so that it's the same way up as the other one. Now I need to go back to that chip and pin 1. Yeah, that's okay. Pin 1 is on the right now. That's okay, that's where it should be. And pin 1 is written the right way around. Phew, that's a relief. Oh god, I thought I'd printed the bloody board backwards for a minute. You can't put the IC in upside down, do you know what I mean? Well, you can. I've seen people do it, right? They actually bend the legs all the way around and put the IC in upside down. Well, that's a poor man's, you know, there's been people that have done that before, I tell you, it's so funny. No, I think I've done it right. I've got that, but why is that bloody writing backwards? That's right. Why is that 100k? Oh, unless I printed the top silk screen. Is this right? No, this is definitely right because I can read that writing. It says dual frequency oscillator. So that's the right way around. So this board is definitely the right way around. God, that's a relief. I thought for a minute, Jesus, I nearly had heart failure. But, oh no, I don't want to be doing this again. So what I've got wrong is something on here. Yes, I see what I've done. 100k properties. I've got it mirrored. It's on the bottom copper. But I've got the bloody thing mirrored. Oh, there's no wonder that's wrong. Hang on. No, it should be mirrored. Huh? That's weird. That should be mirrored. Oh, of course, I've got it upside down, that's all. I'm going daft. Okay, so basically all the only thing I did wrong was get these bloody things upside down. That's nothing. Okay, that's fine. So the one up here, no, they're down here actually. So these are simply, they were simply upside down before, and now they're right way up, so I can read them now. I am having a bad day. Okay, that's alright. Everything's the right way around. And I can see a few bits of specs which aren't that important, but I'll give them a clean when I take it out of the scanner. I can look at this and know where they are. Right. I'll just get that board back out of the scanner and we're ready to etch. That's a relief. So what I'm going to do is get my cotton board and I'll put the what do you call it, the 2D mix on, maybe. No, that's my camera even smaller. No, I'm going to go back to camera. Right, okay. Right, we'll just clean those areas up. Look. I spotted. I'll use a cotton bud for those. The camera's moved. That's better. I'm just going to use this wet cotton bud. I need to get my paint shop up so I can see where the muck is. You know, Cycle's been very quiet. I hope he's still alright. Maybe he fainted. So where's the other spot that one's doing? Let's see. Up near this transistors a little bit. Better if we go on 3D mixer because you can see what areas I'm doing. Right, there's a bit up here. I need to do that area. I'm using the cotton bud this time because the bristles obviously missed it last time, so I figure the cotton bud should actually get it. It usually does. And the cotton's fairly soft as well, it's not too harsh. Right, I was just doing that area. This bit there, and that corner. What else is there? Let's just try that. That's better. Right, down here there's some muck in the holes. That's the zoom out because I can't see where I am. Oh, right, that's where I am. Oh, I've inverted this, haven't I? No, I haven't. That's right. I've actually gone a long way down. I want to be about here, that's it. You know, I noticed that when I watched the previous live stream that I did, when I was cleaning that board, it was squeaking like anything, and it sounded like I was pressing really hard, but actually the board was just so clean, it was squeaking, and I wasn't really pressing that hard. Well, I was using a dry cotton bud at the time, and this is a wet one, so. No, it wasn't dry. It was isopropyl alcohol, but it kind of sounds dry. It squeaks a lot, that's for sure. Right, it's that over there as well. Actually, I'm going to use a bit of isopropyl alcohol and acetone just to do that writing on this side, because it's a bit hard to. Right. It's hard to get into between the letters. That's better. Much better. I think we're ready for etching. What do you say, Hyde? Shall I go for it? I think that's good. I can't see down all. Right. I think we're good to go. Oops, off the edge of the board. I think we're good. Oh, look at the lighting. It's a lot better. You can read it now. Oh, I hate this lag on this live stream because I'm moving the magnifying glass and I'm watching the lag 10 minutes later. Well, a few seconds later. Yeah, I think we're good to etch now. All of those letters are intact on that part, and that should come out. That should etch this time properly. And I like to bet you that's Alan. I bet that's Alan. Maybe. Oh, it's Jeremy. Ah, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. So I'm also doing this for my own checking because it's easier than looking through the magnifying glass sometimes. I want to make sure. I don't like leaning over the magnifying glass. Right, I'm going to get the etching stuff out, I think. Yeah. Ready to etch. Oh, right, I'm not going to heat the water up this time because this copper's a lot thinner, so it shouldn't take long at all. 2 microns apparently, or something like that. Stick that on there a minute. Oh, Jeremy's building another pulse motor. Oh. Cool. Oh. Be interested to see some more pulse motor build-offs. Well, mine's not going to be ready, that's for sure, because I'm still waiting for probate. Okay. Right, etching time. You know what? I've got these containers backwards. I should have the shallow one for the etchant, the deep one for the water. Typical. I always get things backwards. Right, well, I'll sort that out. Tip the water into this one. It really needs to be warm though. It's got vinegar in it as well, so when I put this in, I won't get overflow. Oh, it's still got an overflow, isn't it? Yeah, there's a bit too much water in there. I'm just going to tip some of that water out. I'm only gonna be using the water to rinse the board in. That's all. I know you can put hot water at the bottom to warm the ferric chloride, but I'm not going to warm it up this time. It's not going to take long anyway. Right, okay, we're ready. Glug, 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 glug. Alright, that should be enough. Okay, I'm going to get the camera a bit. I'm going to give you a close-up view of the etching process. Right. Close-up view of the etching process this time, so you can actually see it happening before your very eyes. Now the camera's a bit low. Right, now you can actually see it happening. I will put the lid on, unless I feel like I can't stand the smell, because it kind of smells very corrosive. I haven't put much in there, so it's very shallow, but it does look like I need to agitate a little bit with my brush, because there's a few waxy areas. Nothing major. going a very sort of reddish coppery colour. Almost pink, almost. I suppose you could say the copper is blushing. Right, I'm just going to let that sit a minute. Like I said, if you rock it too much, you etch the edges away first, and then the middle, there's a big blob in the middle where it's not etched, so I'm just going to let it sit for a while. Maybe you could time lapse it later and see how it disappears. Turn it around. I don't know why it always wants to go. That's it. Just turn it around. We actually seen transparency yet. Don't know. No, I don't think so. I'll get my torch underneath and have a look. No, we're not seeing through it yet. So anyone that's going to say I'm just wasting copper by etching all these extra boards, no I'm not. 2 microns thick, for God's sake. There's probably more copper in a screw. Are you still watching, Hyde? Is somebody live? No, I can't see anybody on. Joni's not live. Oh, where's Jeremy? Oh, there he is. Oh, he's not live. Weird. I thought he must be watching a video or something. Did I miss a link? Okay, hi. Yeah, oh, they must be watching that video. No, yeah, I don't know. They must be having a private joke or something. I don't know. I don't know what Russ and Jeremy are talking about. I have no idea. In a bit you should be able to see through it, but not quite yet. You'll know when we're getting transparent because you'll start to see the actual fiberglass. I'll try shining my light through at the bottom. Right, I'll turn this light out a minute. I'll put the light underneath it. Oh yes, we can see a bit at the top though. There's actually a bit right at the very top. You can see through. Right at the very edge. Just there. The rest of it's still copper. So we've got quite a way to go yet. And I'm not using hot water underneath this time, so it's going to take longer anyway. There's a tiny bit of transfer floating around. Oh, it's transferred, the part that I stuck on afterwards, which is just a bit off the edge. That's nothing to worry about. I'll turn it around because that part that's going transparent is now at this end, down here. So you should see a colour change when I let the liquid flow back. You'll be able to see that the board is a different colour where it's gone through. It's kind of a brown colour. I need a coffee. I tell you what, I can go and make a coffee while this is sitting there. Because I finished my dandelion and burdock and I need a coffee. the stream's getting up to 2 hours and 32 minutes, so in about 22 minutes, is it? No, 27 minutes the stream will restart, so I need to stop it before that and save it, so I'll probably do that after I finish this etch. Oh god, I'm not far off. You know, I think it's starting to get transparent. Not quite. The largest area of copper in the middle, that's going to take longer. I don't think I've got enough edging in here. Let me put a little bit more in. I think it was sort of going out. Oh, that's better. That's better. Actually, oh, it is nearly done. Let's shine some light underneath it. Find out. Yeah, we're not far off. We're pretty close now. It would be a lot quicker if I put hot water in the bottom to heat the ferric chloride, but I just prefer to do it slowly sometimes, because if there's a problem somewhere I can massage it with my brush and it helps me to catch up with things, areas. These are a bit waxy over here, so I'm just going to go over it with my brush a bit. Where the words are a bit waxy over there. I hope I'm not pulling the transfers off. I don't know. Don't think so. Hang on. Magnifying glass. Look at the colour it's going now, look. Now the fine. The colour it's gone purple. It's gone purple. That's weird, that. It's actually gone purple now. It's sort of a pinkish. Yeah. Well, that should be transparent. Let's have a look. Oh, look at that. We are nearly there. We can see through most of it now. Well, most of it between where the tracks are. We're getting light through. You can actually see it progressing as I'm doing this. Oh, you can see through that now. Even though you can even see it on the camera now, the colour differences. The green parts are where it's etched through. 16 minutes and I have to restart. I have to save the stream, so I hope it finishes before then. I've still got to do the silk screen, don't forget. I'll do that in part 2. Still quite a bit of copper actually to come off. Yeah, I've often wondered how conductive the ferric chloride is. I'm going to dip my meters in, put this on, put it on 2K range, and let's find out how conductive this is. Oh, I'm getting, oh my god, I'm getting nearly 300 ohms. Cost about 2 minutes. Oh my god, look at this. Look how conductive this is. I'll get 6 inches away, nothing. Get really close, about 2 inches. Oh my god, that's like reading 37 ohms at that distance. 37 ohms. That's cool. So this part, I can't even measure the copper board because I'm going through the liquid. That's interesting, isn't it? That is more conductive than salt water, Russ, if you're watching. Ferric chloride with copper in it, and it's etching my probes away as well. 37 ohms at 2 inches. Wow. There's a lot of copper in this stuff. Have a look. Oh, we're nearly done. Look at that. We are nearly there. Got tiny little bits to go. Is my chat still working now? Oh, God, it's so quiet. Oh, looking for some 3. I don't like that waxy areas, you know, where they put the isopropyl alcohol on the paper. I've got these waxy areas going around. I'm not happy about those. I hope they etch away, because I could end up with some copper shorts if I'm not careful. Now as it's nearly done, I don't mind pressing it a bit harder, because if I do accidentally take the transfers off, I'm not going to damage, it's not going to take too much copper off that I don't want it to take off. Maybe I should have put a bit of soap in here as well. Somehow, I don't think that would help. Oh, I did clean it pretty well. I don't know why it's waxy there. Oh, it's strange. Just at the top, a little bit of waxy area. I think it's going. Pretty sure it is. I'm going to have a look under a magnifying glass. Yeah, it looks like it's going alright. I wonder if that's our one. Yeah, might be. Where's the mouse go? No, it's not. Oh, 9 minutes and I've got to save the stream, so I'm going to restart it manually in about 6-7 minutes. 6 or 7. Most of the copper appears to have gone. It appears to have, it seems to be done actually, but there's some waxy borders I was just wondering about, so it's went a bit longer. I'll have to take it out actually and have a look. I'll have to rinse it and shine light through it just to make sure it's done properly, because I'm a bit worried about them waxy shiny bits. But it seems to be just down the edges of the lines anyway, so it might be where the acetone actually melted part of the toner onto the copper, and it might be so thin that you can't see the toner. Could be an oil out of the toner maybe or something. Well, I'm going to take it out and have a look. I need to find a good place to pick it up with my tweezers. I'm going to have to get it out with this. I think it's good. I think it's done. Alright, I'll have to get my tweezers on that bit there. Let it drip a minute. I'm going to rinse it and check it over. Oh God, don't you dare drop it back in there again. Hold it too long and it can fall back in. Right, rinse. Rinse that in there a minute, have a look. That's come out really good. Oh yeah, that's come out really well. Right, let's get the camera angled up so you can see. Yeah, you can see right through all of it. Yeah, I don't see any copper bridges or shots in there. I need to get rid of that dirty bit of tissue. Magnifying glass on it and you should be able to see better. I'm just going to clean the toner off if it's all done right. The 100k resistor down there has come out great. Actually, that other 100k has come out as well. Huh, I'm surprised because part of the... Oh, it must be the waxy area. Ah, there was still a bit of toner there. And the duty cycle, you can even read it. Right, 5 minutes and I've got to stop this, well, less than 5 minutes and I've got to stop the stream. Yeah, so light is shining down the edge of the board so you can see through it, and yeah, I can't complain with that. You can even read the heatsink mount bit, chest mount. My switch that I put on last, there might be a bridge across that, but I don't think it matters because I'll check it out when I take it out, when I dry it and clean it. I can always scrape that with a knife if need be. Anyway, okay, 3 minutes and this stream's going to restart and then it's not going to get a title, so I'm going to do it manually. Leave it in there a minute longer to soak. I'll be back in a bit.